Now, there are a couple of reasons why I remain dedicated and committed to the Leadership Challenge, and this is the first reason. These are my two young leaders, Jacob and Jeremy, and what's important to me as a lifelong learner is that these are our leaders of the Secondly, they watch us. They listen to us. We're their role models. So we better be on top of our game in terms of the messages and the behaviors that we're sending them. Facilitate this workshop for companies and organizations nationally. It's either a 2-day or a 3-day workshop. So obviously I'm not condensing all of that down into 90 minutes or so, but I'm giving you I'm whetting your appetite into what are these things that Jim and Barry call the 5 practices of exemplary leadership. And what does that mean for me? And how am I going to apply what Can you imagine being the kind of leader who leads people through the muck? That no matter what's going on around you, the yuckiness, how crappy it is, what the current situation looks like, people say, sign me up. Because I know you are the type of person to take us out. Being in a leadership position doesn't mean you're any darn good at it. Any more than living in the cave doesn't make you a geologist. And there are those self-appointed leaders who walk around with that capital L glued or stapled to their forehead. And they think that this capital L tells the world that I am the leader. What does the rest of the world really think this L stands for? Loser. True, genuine, exemplary leaders don't have a need to wear a capital L on their head like a crown. They carry a lowercase l in their heart. And it's from there that their leadership practices are born. What do you look for in a leader you would willingly follow? Now this is somebody you don't have to get in line behind because you're told to, but this is the type of person you look to and you say, I want to struggle for shared aspirations with you. So I want you to think about this question. Jim and Barry have asked this question of literally hundreds of thousands of individuals. And they have distilled the various answers that they've received down to these 20 characteristics. And you have a list of these in your handouts. Working with somebody next to you, whether it's a partner or a small group, you've got 3 to 5 minutes to come up with 7 traits. They don't have to be rank ordered. 7 traits that you look for in a leader you would willingly follow. The Leadership Practices Inventory is an assessment based on the 5 practices. And there are 30 behavioral statements, 6 statements for each of the 5 practices. You are taking the LPI Self hard copy. There are also online versions of this document. There is also a 360-degree feedback mechanism based on the 5 practices. It's hard to imagine leaders getting up day after day, putting in the long hours and hard work it takes to get extraordinary things done without having their hearts in it. The best kept secret of successful leaders is love. Staying in love with leading, with the people who do the work, with what their organizations produce, and with those who honor the organization by using its products and services. Leadership is not an affair of the head. Leadership is an affair of the heart. And with that closing thought, I wish you and your organizations love. I wish you lifelong learning. and I wish you exemplary leadership. Thank you, and lead on, my friends.